What's up guys, I'm Phoenix Master 1 and welcome back for some more Fire Emblem Heroes. And in this video, I'm going to be discussing the latest FEH channel that we got today. And I'm just going to be going over it and sharing my thoughts. And I will also be covering a few things that you might have missed. So yeah, let us begin and let us have a chill discussion. And the first and the biggest change, which makes this the best FEH channel we had in a really long time, is the fact that after we have done 40 summons on a banner, we can get a free hero. And that is just so insane. It's amazing quality of life change, and it kind of makes summoning more fun now because you know, after you've spent a certain amount of orbs, you will guaranteed get that unit. And every month, on average, we get about like 300 orbs. So depending on how many summons you do, you can get as much as like 2 brand new 5-star units from these new banners. And it's basically guaranteed that you will get a 5-star unit for sure under 200 orbs if you spend that on a banner. If you want one single hero, then summon on all stones, which is the most cost-effective method, and that would take you 155 orbs. And if that new banner has got a forging bonds attached to it, then you'll be able to get 4 summoning tickets on top of the free summon, and then you will only have to spend 135 orbs if you want to be the most optimal with your spending. So that is just absolutely amazing. I'm just so happy. I know so many people are going to be having so much more fun now with summoning. I have personally known some people over the years who have quit this game mainly because they saved up hundreds of orbs for a certain character and they never got that character, not even one copy. So they just decided to quit the game, and I can understand how frustrated you could feel. So this change is absolutely amazing for that kind of thing. Now, the caveat is that this is only going to be available to new heroes banner, which means that the new heroes which are added into the permanent summoning pool, it is not going to be applied to legendary or mythic banners or seasonal banners. Seasonal units do not count as new heroes because in the calendar itself it says special heroes, not new heroes, which it says for the other banners. And this will also not be applied to any kind of hero fest or any kind of revival banner that we will get. And pity breakers don't really matter for this kind of thing. You can get many 5-star units on your way to getting your 48th summon, but it doesn't really affect this because that's a separate counter. It just counts the amount of summons you have done, irrespective of if you have got like 5-star units or you didn't get anything. And that is a really good thing because not only you can get the unit you wanted, but if you already got that unit, and say if you got like a minus attack or minus speed IV or something bad, then you can fix that IV right off the bat by spending that many amount of orbs and getting that merge. Or you could also get the skill from that unit if you also want to keep one single copy of that unit and fodder off the other one. So this is really good, and I think we're going to be getting neutral IVs whenever we do like the free summon. That's usually the case with most of the predetermined summons like this, where you could see the face of the unit in the orbs, kind of like Chooser Legends. And speaking of Chooser Legends, I think we can get technically 2 free units from Chooser Legends 4 because there is a free summon option separately where you could get a free 5-star unit, and then on the actual banner you could do 40 summons and get another free unit. So that is just absolutely insane. Say if you like 2 characters in Chooser Legends, you could get both of them for free without getting screwed over by any kind of IVs. And I'm personally really happy with this because this means that I can optimize my guides more to cater to more people, because usually there are at least 2 units who are super popular, but it's not possible for me to get both of them at neutral IVs. But this could change now, and I'm really happy with this. And it also makes it easy for the people who are trying to plus and merge a Chooser Legends unit, and they're saving their orbs for that, because out of the 11 copies you need, you can get 2 of them for free, and then you just have to summon 9 of them. So it does save you the orbs in the long term, and that is a very good and convenient change. Now this is a really good and positive change, but let's go over the perspective of a cynic inside me. So this doesn't really solve the long-term issue that we have got in this game that has been plaguing this game, that a lot of the old Gen 1 units are just stuck behind the 5-star exclusive rarity like Ryoma, Lin, not the normal Azira, all of those units, the normal Ike. And it's not really easy to get them. You have to summon on the revival banners, spend hundreds of orbs, and then you could maybe try to plus and merge them if you really like them as a character. So nothing in this FEH channel really tries to solve that, and that has been a long time issue. And as it is, because they reran the revival banners, I was pretty sure they're not going to be demoting those kinds of old Gen 1 units. And this makes me sad because 90% of the Gen 1 units absolutely do not deserve to be 5-star logged. Because they don't have any special stats, or they do not have any kind of good skills that you could fodder them off for. The only exceptions could be like the Brave Heroes, Hector, and Takumi. That's basically it. This is a really positive change and a step in the right direction, but still I just wanted to cover that perspective. And now let's cover another perspective, the business perspective. So why have Intelligent Systems actually done that? Starting this year, a lot of people have lost a lot of goodwill for this game because of the monetary changes they have done to this game, like Faye Pass and the Pharma Souls which they have done. So a lot of people really lost any kind of faith in Faye. So this kind of change is just so positive. So why did they do that? In my opinion, they did that to get people excited because, as I said in many of my videos before, in general, the goodwill and the excitement among players for this game has been going down in a gradual rate. And now, knowing that you can get a guaranteed 5-star unit after 40 summons, this will encourage a lot more people to summon more on the banners and buy more orbs. Of course, you're a free-to-play player and you're not going to be buying any kind of orbs, but this is to more target low to medium spenders who can spend some money here and there. And buying orbs now has got more incentive to them because they know they can get this kind of guaranteed 5-star unit. So that 140 orb package deal is way more enticing for them. But the negative of this thing might be that it's gonna be hard for people to save orbs. Now, what do I mean by this? I mean that there are many players who play this game who are pretty impulsive, and that is completely fine. I mean no offense to them. So a lot of the people just impulsively summon on every single banner because of the excitement surrounding that banner and surrounding its characters. So they want to get the new shiny unit right off the bat. And by doing that, they're not going to be able to save up a large stash of orbs, and that could come back to bite them because this change is only going to be applied to the new banners, as I said, not on seasonal banners and not on mythic or legendary banners. So say if any of their favorite characters get onto those banners where this feature is not available, I think that's going to be making them pretty sad not having the orbs for that kind of unit. The overall response of the community regarding this change has been extremely positive, but still I just wanted to provide some extra perspective regarding this new change. And just like last few years, many of the characters who appear at 5-star and 4-star have been demoted to 3-star and 4-star. So here we have those characters. So I'll just give like a short review of these units. Raisin is one of the most unique units you could build as a free-to-play player because of being a 3-movement dancer, and that has got a lot of utility with the kind of team you could run in Ether Raids, in Arena Assault, even in Arena if you do use him as your main unit in the Arena core, because dancing is definitely going to be making things easy for you. Thea is just another lance flyer that we have got. She's still going to be requiring a dual skill for Arena, so that kind of sucks. Mordecai is also a really good support unit. Can pair up with a lot of weapons that work on the debuff of foes, so he can be a good smite bot, and in general he's a very bulky unit defensively. Brady and Mercedes, in my opinion, are just done dirty in this game. Norn is a pretty balanced archer with a balanced stat line in all of the stats, and the good thing is that she can score 170 BST after the first merge. So if you do want to use her in Arena, you could use her without any kind of dual skill, and having a range unit in Arena is going to be extremely important. But the thing is that you're going to be facing some monsters there, so you're probably good to run something like Wind Sweep or Water Sweep just for the extra measure. Python is kind of like Wrath, but he has got more bulk on the defensive side. And Python is overall easier to plus and merge if you're just looking for any kind of colored bow cavalier than Wrath. Wrath is still a 4-star and 5-star log unit. He's not 3-star yet, so overall it's going to be easier to plus and merge him. And Tethys is honestly a really good dancer that you can have access to, mainly because of her high resistance and the fact that she can run Temari plus. Temari from New Year Air is a game changer for a lot of units with a lot of compositions, because you could run a dagger unit like Matthew with his Spice Dagger Refine, or any kind of unit who can take advantage of the debuffs, or a Broadleaf fan user. So combining them with Tethys is going to be providing you with some good utility, and because she's got high resistance, you can always run a Sabotage skill in slot B over Wings of Mercy, and that can provide even more debuffs to your team. So she brings pretty good utility to your team overall. Echidna is a pretty nice Axe Infantry unit, and she's one of the best options to build if you want to score high in Arena, because you could plus and merge her, and after the first merge, she does have 175 BST. Now, of course, Ross is also there with the same thing, and Ross has got way higher attack, but Echidna has got 5 more speed than Ross, so she could function a bit better as a tank if you're going to be using stuff like Close Call, Repel, so she can always make better use of those kinds of skills, while Ross is going to be able to hit extremely hard with the Super Boon in attack. As the part of the 30th anniversary celebration of Fire Emblem, they're actually going to be making a banner with free 5-star hero, and it's called Fire Emblem Leads. However, they have completely missed Claude, Dimitri, or Edelgard. I guess that's because they didn't want to make green like too good by having Edelgard on there. But yeah, these are the units we are getting, and I have arranged them in the form of their color, so it's easier for you to look. And I've also highlighted the notable premium skills some of them have got. So yeah, we have got a lot of sword units here, a lot of red units here, so you're definitely going to be getting some red stones, and it might be possible that you're going to be getting a circle full of red stones. In that sense, if you get something like Roy, Lynn, or Selif, it's not going to be too good for you. However, you do have the chance of getting female or male Violet, the big lottery on the red color, and male Violet has got Distant Counter, Ruptured Sky, and female Violet also has that special, and with Fury 4. So those are the 2 best units you could get out of the red pool. Some honorable mentions would go to Celica and Elincia, because while these ladies might not have anything good for fodder, they are very strong units because of their weapon refine, and they are still 5-star exclusive. On the blue color, we do have some more 5-star exclusive units like Ephraim, Micaiah, and Ninian, so it does provide you with a bit better value than the red color, where a lot of the units are just 3-star, 4-star. And we do have Tsubasa with Blade Session, and that's the only notable premium skill that we have got. Getting Ninian or Azira could be nice, just having another dancer. And the green pool is absolutely the best one. It has got 3 units, but all of those 3 units have got their value. Hector, of course, has Distant Counter, and Deidre and Julia are really good mage tanks and dragon checks, and are extremely useful in Arena Assault. Mainly in the Earth season, I guess, where Legendary Tiki is going to be on a lot of teams, so they can be a good counter pick for that. And even in Ether Raids, they could work because of Divine Naga, and the fact that it can ignore any kind of visible buff. And Colorless is by far the worst one, having Nana and Soth. So unless you're building up like a Soth merge project and you're missing some Soth, then yeah, just do not summon on Colorless. And as it is, your chances of getting any kind of Colorless stones is going to be extremely minuscule. And if you're that kind of person who gets a full batch of Colorless stones, then I think you should participate in some big lottery or something. I'm sure you have some insane luck. Green stones will have a bit more chance to appear than the Colorless stones. So if you get a green stone, you have already won the battle, you have already won the lottery, because you're definitely going to be getting a 5-star exclusive who does have a value as it is. And you're mostly going to be bombarded with blue and red stones. And in that case, if you're going to take the gamble for male or female Violet, then go for the redstone. Otherwise, blue is a bit better in terms of the unit value, because outside of 2 units, all of the other units in blue pool are 5-star exclusives. And once again, the summoning colors are determined at random, so you could get a full circle of red stones and you will not be able to escape your fated 5-star Roy. And this event is going to be happening on 8th of April, the same date where we get the new banner.
Is it just me, or do a lot of these heroes use swords? I see. Too many swordsmen, are there? And you wield the sword as well? What will you do?
Another thing which I want to talk about is the voice actress of Faye. So as you would have noticed, the voice actress of Faye has changed. Previously it was Kimberly Tierney, and she used to record in a studio in Japan, and the Faye team has decided to no longer do the recordings in Japan, I believe. That's what she told, and they have moved it to America, so that's why we have got a change in the voice actress. And now the voice actress of Faye the Owl is Cassandra Lee Morris. Extremely big fan of her. She's the voice of Morgana, she's the voice of Sothis, and it's absolutely amazing how Sothis just overtook Faye's Twitter account during Christmas, and now Sothis actually voices Faye. So Sothis has become Faye, technically. So I find that pretty funny, and I really like her voice acting which she did in this Faye channel. And we're also getting a Grand Hero Battle Revival, 1 Grand Hero Battle from each game. And it's really funny to me that they picked Death Knight over Kronia for 3 houses. They probably know how many Kronias are out there and how many people have built her up just because of how good of a unit she is. And this does provide you really good value for your grails, because you can save some grails and get another copy of them. Likely because with the quest, they're going to be giving another copy of these units, so you could save some grails. And this batch does have some of the units which a lot of people plus and merged, like Fallen Delthea, Linus, Naysala, Aversa, of course. So for those people who are building those units up, it's going to be a really nice thing. We're also getting a new game mode. I guess not really a new game mode, but a new type of special battles. It is called Limited Hero Battles. So you're only able to use units from a certain Fire Emblem game, as it shows the restrictions on the page. And this, I guess, encourages people to build more units than just your favorites. And there's going to be a big focus on reposition drawback and stuff like that, because dance and sing units are not allowed. So they have seen the statistics. Everyone uses dancers on these kinds of maps, so they have done that kind of restriction, and that is going to be providing some nice challenge, I'm not going to lie. And this mode is not going to be providing you with any kind of orbs. It's going to be providing you with some toilet paper, divine codes, as we like to call them. The only thing which I extremely dislike about this thing is that these maps are limited. This should have been like a permanent thing, so that over the time you could build up the units from different Fire Emblem games and then complete these maps. I don't know why they want to limit everything. Like, only giving 2 days per map, I just don't like that kind of thing. And it seems like you're only going to be able to have difficulty up to Infernal. The reason why I say that is that they show these stats of Grima's Legendary Hero Battle, and these are like the Infernal stats. These are not Abyssal stats. I don't know how free-to-play friendly this is gonna be, because we don't have free-to-play units from too many games like Three Houses or Tokyo Mirage Session to actually complete these kinds of maps. And I'm not sure how I'll be able to do like guides for everything, but still I'm gonna give it a fair try. And with this kind of new special maps, we get a new type of filter, which is actually a pretty good quality of life change. I really like that. And they've also made changes to Lost Lore called Lost Lore Spoils, and you can get more rewards based on the lines you explore. And now we get 7 orbs from this game mode, 50 dragon flowers as opposed to 30 that we used to get. And you can also get ephemeras from this game mode. So getting orbs from this game mode is extremely good. And these ephemeras are going to be going towards the limited fodder, and they actually did show ephemera 4 in this FEH channel. So I guess we're going to be having another batch of limited time manuals aside from the Spring Kagero and Spring Camilla ones that we had, because this is ephemera 4. Every single month we're going to be getting a new type of ephemera, and that cannot be used for the previous fodder. So only ephemera 3 can be used to get the units from that Spring Camilla and Kagero batch. And they've also made a minor change to ether raids regarding the 4th level. I've always said that how anti-new player this 4th system has always been, and it shouldn't exist. But I guess they have made a nice change for the offensive fortress tuning. So you're going to be able to get more fortress level, as you could see on the screen. But after you have crossed year 17, you're kind of on your own. You still have to gather up the heavenly dews and get the 4th level up. And this is a pretty good change, because there are a lot of campers in ether raids who camp in certain tiers. I think tier 15 is like the main one, like tier 15, 16 is the where a lot of people camp, and that's fine honestly, because they just want to get the rewards comfortably. That's why they camp in those tiers. And tier 18 is also another tier which a lot of people camp in, so they will have to definitely face the 4th levels there, because this help is not going to be provided to you in tier 18. Still, nonetheless, a pretty good change, but in my opinion, this should just be nuked. This fortress level is pretty dumb, as most of the veteran players already have their fortress upgraded to the max, and this only just becomes a thing to stop new players in a way. In this FEH channel, we also got showed the new banners that we're getting this month. The first banner that we're getting on 8th of April is a Revelations banner featuring Midori, Rinka, Forest, and Lilith. So these are some of the things which I noticed from the FEH channel for this banner, and I have made this kind of thing. So as we could see from the trailer they showed, Rinka has got distant counter weapon or skill because she's able to retaliate back to this blue archer during the enemy phase. She's got a slaying weapon because she's got a 2-turn cooldown bonfire. And she also has a breath skill or some kind of weapon effect like Owain's Mistletoe, because she's able to instantly retaliate back with bonfire to this archer. And she probably has Wrath, which kind of does make sense, because in Fate she had this personal skill called Fury Blood. And overall, Rinka is a pretty hot-headed character, so having Wrath on her does fit her character. And she has got 40 HP. She's directly in the range of Wrath in the trailer, so she is probably getting the extra special damage output. So assuming that if we counter defense, She has got 56 defense during the combat, which is very high. But still, this could be because of some of the skills that she has got going for her. So we do not fully know this, but this is just during the combat we know how much defense she has got. Another theory which I have is that she probably has Wrath 4. And she's getting like 15 or 20 extra damage because the amount of extra damage she gets from bonfire is kind of ridiculous, honestly. And that's what led me to believe that, yeah, she has got Wrath. And then I thought, okay, it does make sense with her character. So I think Wrath 4 could be a thing. I don't know. It's just a speculation on my part. It is not confirmed or anything like that. Next up, we have got Midori. So Midori has got a close counter weapon or a close counter skill. Because she's able to retaliate back to this axe fighter during the enemy phase. And this could be, once again, a variant of Distant Guard, where you're able to retaliate back to melee range units. So I think that could be a thing, or this could be some kind of weapon which has got innate close counter, because we never ever got that. I personally am leaning towards like a weapon which has got distant counter or close counter for these both units, because they have recently made this summoning change where you could get a guaranteed free unit. So I don't think they're going to be giving you free distant counter or close counter on the opening of this new change. I think they have that kind of weapon built in. I think they just have that kind of weapon with the effect. And Midori might be actually pretty slow because she's getting doubled by this axe fighter, and these generic axe fighters have like 31 speed. So yeah, that's a big yikes for me because this is absolutely not true to her character. Midori is supposed to have high speed and is not supposed to have high attack. She actually lacks some attack. She depends on her skill to proc skills and fates to do her job. I know because I've used her so much in the Wi-Fi battle stage. Like, I know so many of you guys actually discovered my channel through Fate's Wi-Fi battles, and if you're someone who has just started to watch me because of Faye, I highly recommend you to check out the Fate's Wi-Fi battles. You're gonna be having so much fun. Even though Fate's is like an old game at this point, you're gonna be having so much fun because you will realize what kind of haywire thing the Wi-Fi battles were in the days of Fate. So many hackers going around, so many crazy skills. It was absolutely insane. But I enjoyed it a lot, even though it was a mess. So yeah, Midori is definitely not true to her character. People mainly use her as a ninja. She is supposed to have high speed and high skill, not have high attack and low speed. We also got to see Forest, the massacre, the demote of this banner, and they did actually show his stats. So this is his stat line: 39 HP, 32 base attack, 26 speed, 19 defense, and 35 resistance. So basically a high resistance cavalier. That is basically it. Even his attack is nothing spectacular. The Gen 1 Elise has got same attack as him, which is kind of funny. I like Forest and Elise's support a lot. And he's also going to be the 4-star focus unit on this banner. So if you really like Forest, you could plus and merge him in this banner itself. Should be taking you around like 500-600 orbs at the max. I personally plus and merge Wrath with a 4-star focus, so it's a really good thing. And he's the first non-5-star available unit who has got res ploy. Now like ploy skills are kind of dead because shield skills have taken over. We have sabotage skills, so many other ways to debuff that ploy skills have just lost their value, I guess, in slot C, and we have more really good like slot C skills which can give the competition. So once again, really funny how late they have given res ploy to us, and Forest has got Fortress resistance in 2020. Like, why would you do that to him, man? Come on. Does he not face enough trouble from Leo that he had to just absolutely destroy him in Faye? So yeah, even though you could easily plus and merge him, his stat spread isn't really all that spectacular, and neither are his skills. And of course, Lilith is gonna devour Faye the Owl sooner or later, so we could expect a new mascot, I guess. Okay, that was a bit mean. And we could also see some kind of Grand Hero battle unit, obviously, with this banner attached. Maybe Sumeragi, Arit, Shura, or some spoiler units, which I'm not gonna say. So because this is a Revelations banner, I'm expecting those kinds of units, especially the parents like Sumeragi, Arit. I think that would be really fun if they actually do that. And they could release some kind of better Raijinto, or just give Sumeragi his like old Raijinto, and we could have a DC unit for free or something like that. I don't know, would be kind of nice. And then we have the special banner that we're getting this month. So it's a seasonal banner featuring young Marth and Sita. Oh my god, they're so adorable. I really like this. And some of you might recall that a few days ago I was wishing for young Julius because we could see him before he was possessed. So this is really fun. And Faye the Owl does say that more units are going to be joining them on this special banner. And I really like the concept of Young Azura actually, even though it was not canon. It was really tastefully done, and Young Azura in general was a pretty strong unit. So I'm just waiting to see how broken these young Marth and Sita are and how badly they outclass the grown-up Marth and Sita, the Gen 1 units we have. So yeah, really looking forward to this special banner. And that is basically gonna be it for the FEH channel discussion. I hope I covered all of the topics and gave you a bit more insight of what I think, or maybe you found out some things which you missed in the original video. So if you enjoyed, please be sure to leave a like and a comment. Helps me so much with YouTube's algorithm. And when you subscribe, please be sure to hit the notification bell so that you can always get the updates to my videos whenever I upload. Because YouTube sub boxes are about as functional as intelligent systems giving photos resistance in 2020. So with that being said, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day.